is finished. Uganda 1, Algeria 2. It's never in doubt. It was never in doubt. We've done it. We've won without Ben Sebaini. 9 points on the board. Get the passports out because we're flying to the USA and Canada and Mexico. I'm confident. That is massive. Do not underestimate just how tough it is to win away in Africa in a packed out stadium in Kampala. The Ugandans said they were going to dismantle Algeria. We've dismantled them on their own turf. Well done to the lads. I've got to say, at half-time, it was looking shocking. We were losing. Madani and Mandrea with errors at the back, and it was looking terrible. But I'm absolutely buzzing with this. We've gone to Kampala, and we're the kings of Uganda, because that is a massive 3 points. What a win that is. We've won in Mozambique. We've won in Uganda. We still have to play Somalia, Botswana twice. Mozambique come to Baraki, and Guinea away in Morocco. So, I think this is a big step forwards to making that World Cup, and there's a long time until the next two qualifiers, which take place in March. Well, I tell you what, it's all well and good saying it now. Absolute emotional roller coaster. FIFA lost the pictures, and trust me, with this African football, anything can happen. They can cut the cameras and do whatever they want. They saw Zerouki coming on and thought, you know what, we're going to cut the feed. We've had enough of seeing that. But to be fair, he did okay. I mean, Zerouki came on and all he did was basically receive the ball, pass it backwards, receive the ball, pass it backwards, a bit like a crab. Only moving sideways. But we take the dub. Dub's in the chat. Uganda 1, Algeria 2. What is the story of the game? We knew there'd be changes. There had to be changes after losing at home to Guinea. But Mandrea was probably the luckiest one to keep his place in the side. And although he made two, I'm going to say okay-ish decent saves in that first half. Listen, it could have been 2 or 3-0 to Uganda at half-time. But the first goal, the first shot of Uganda, the keeper's got to save it. I'm sorry. It's so... Mandrea, question's got to be asked, mate. There's a reason you're playing in Ligue 2, right? There's a reason there's 20 teams or whatever in Ligue 1 that don't even want you as their backup. He's in Ligue 2 because he's a Ligue 2 keeper. I thought Zugba would play. I was shocked he wasn't. And the proof was in the pudding when Mandrea messed up again. And I think he felt a little bit of the pressure and the nerves from the first game. But after that first Uganda goal, he did wake up a little bit. Madani came and played with Mandy. Madani kicked someone in the head, like some sort of karate kick. I don't know why he's chopping people up. The goal, I think, Madani defensively was poor. Ait-Nouri, Mandy and Artalo kept their places, and I think they did okay generally. Artalo and Ait-Nouri actually lasted 90 minutes, that's a positive. We finally got to see Ismail Benrahma, and I talked about in the first game, we only had 2 in midfield to Guinea's 4. Well, in this game we played Benrahma, Aouar and Ben Talib, and trust me, it is no coincidence. The first game where Benrahma, Ben Talib and Aouar started, we won away from home in Uganda. That is a class midfield. Obviously Aouar and Benrahma had a little bit of injury knocks and fatigue, so they had to come off for Zerouki and Kendusi later on. But that midfield 3 has got the right balance. You remember the AFCON winning midfield? It was Gudiora, Benrahma and Faguli. So Gudiora was the most defensive, now that's Ben Talib. Benrahma's still Benrahma. And Faguli, the sort of more attacking one, is Aouar, as he showed with his goal. That midfield's got great balance. You can't go for 2. You've got to have 3 in there. So I'm glad they changed that. And then the attack, we thought Benrahma would keep his place because Brahimi was sent home. So the options on the left wing were very limited. So Benrahma kept his place, and ultimately the goal against Guinea did kind of come from Saeed. Amora played on the right, and Baghdad Bunjah played up top. So the first half, look, we started poorly. Uganda scored with the first shot. It's just weird shots we seem to concede. The Mauritania goal and the Uganda goal and the first Guinea goal, all very similar. And that's with Mandrea should have saved them. And a centre-back making a mistake. So I think going forward, Algeria should look at that goalkeeping position. Because look, we've gone through the AFCON with Mandrea. We've ultimately not won a game there. And he has made a couple of unforced errors. So I wonder if the staff will look at giving Ben Bort a going goal. And Madani now has had 2 games. I mean, it's a big call to play Madani. I get it. You want a left-footed centre-back, and Ben Sebaini and Tuba aren't there. Madani, I do not think is cut out for this level. I mean, he put in some tough sliding challenges, some proper African tackles in that game. But we see in the second half when we got to the 2-1 and Petkovic went to the 5 at the back, he put in Belid. Now, does he mean he only wants to play a 5-back with Belid and not a 4-back? Is he going to look at playing 5 at the back going forwards? Because how many times have we seen Ait-Nouri and Artal bomb forward? Ait-Nouri was playing centre mid from the 20th minute as soon as we were losing. Artal was the biggest threat down the right-hand side. So I do wonder if he sees Balid, Mandy, Bensebaini with Ait-Nouri and Atal as the wing-backs at some point. It wouldn't surprise me. He kind of tested it in the last 10 minutes and they did ultimately stop Uganda, although we couldn't really see much of the last 10 minutes because the flipping feed was cut. We couldn't even see what's going on. So you can't trust these guys. But the attack, particularly Benrahma and Aouar, were very good. Now, Benrahma turned up today. He kind of a little bit turned up last time. I mean, the goal was not his goal, but he basically assisted it off the crossbar against Guinea. But in this game, he was crucial. Now, the first goal, the shot comes in, just like the other game, Baghdad Bunjah blocks it. He'd make a great centre-back. The amount of blocks this guy's put in. But the irony is that the block Bunjah made from our own shot has counted as a Baghdad assist because it hit his back, fell to Aouar. Great finish from Hussam Aouar. It's criminal this guy doesn't start more often. And we saw the 2 goals he did against Cape Verde, another goal for him today in an AFCON qualifier. Bunjah with a bookie assist, but at 1-1, there was a key moment. I think Atal got away with murder. I think the referee was very generous to Algeria today. 6 yellow cards for Uganda, but I'm going to say Uganda had a stonewall penalty. Yusuf Atal, you got away with murder. I'm absolutely delighted that you did. That is in the penalty, not killing someone. He hasn't murdered. Listen, it was a great call from the referee to not give that because as soon as Atal tackled him, I thought it's a penalty, it's a 1-1. They were going to go to 2-1 and Mandrea doesn't really save pens. We got away with that call. And the second goal is all Aouar because it's Uganda's corner and Aouar literally speeds down, picks out Benrahma. We saw what happened with the open goal that Baghdad missed. Benrahma, look, fake shot, took a touch, picked his spot. Cool, calm and collected. What a time to score a goal. That is fantastic. Good to see Benrahma. Listen, got to say in these 2 games, the output was there, so we didn't need Belali. And Belamadi maybe would be feeling, look, he got the win in Mozambique. Petkovic has got the win in Uganda. And trust me, the knives are out. The swords were out if Petkovic didn't walk away with that victory. So for me, we've done well there. Doesn't matter how. Listen, the next games are in March. There's plenty of time, plenty of games before we reassess the situation. For me, we got the points back we lost against Guinea. Because if we beat Guinea and lost this, you get the same output. I think this is going to be a really big 3 points. And I think that Algeria should be very pleased with that second half performance in particular. I mean, Bakra came on, ran the pitch, goalkeeper held triangle and absolutely wiped him, didn't even get a booking. But Algeria looked comfortable, and I've got to say, after it went to 2-1, didn't really feel much pressure from Uganda scoring. We got the 5 back, and it felt pretty chill, pretty calm. So Algeria on to 9, Uganda stay on 6, Botswana beat Somalia in Mozambique, ironically. Somalia. Zerk Hassan scored, the hashtag guy. I don't know why he doesn't start. But that's disappointing if you're Somali. You've lost at home to Botswana. So Botswana on 6, Uganda stay on 6. It looks like Algeria, Guinea and Mozambique will contest for 2 of the top 3 spots. Of course, Guinea and Mozambique are playing in the late game. We don't know the result right now. Want it to be a draw, inshallah. But Algeria remain top, whatever happens because of the goal difference. 3 wins out of 4. Listen, Egypt went to Guinea-Bissau, didn't win. Nigeria go to Benin. Their old coach Gernot Rohr beats them. Nigeria, no wins in 4. The AFCON finalists, of course, changed the coach. No wins in 4 for Nigeria. I think South Africans will be very happy, particularly if they beat Zimbabwe. Well, I'm very happy. Algeria have secured the dub. I think some big calls. So not even put Guiri on, to put Bakrar on, Kandusi. We didn't see that Giton and Hadjem substitution today. Zerouki had to come on for Bentala because he took a knock. Aouar took a knock, so Kandusi had to come on. Look, we saw Belid play in the 5 back. Is that a sign of things to come? Is Petkovic building? Have you got confidence in Vlad? Or are you glad that we had the win today? I don't know. I think the jury's still out on him. He started the same as Belamadi. I think 2 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. I think he saved himself tonight. I think he will get some credit for the way the second half was turned around. But look, September through to November, I'm sure will be the next AFCON qualifiers. So the World Cup qualifiers again, kick off again in March 2025. Who knows what players and coaches might emerge by then. But for now, 6 games to go. The fate is very much in the hands of Algeria to make it to this World Cup. So what do you think of this performance? It's okay now. It's all smiles now. But at half time and when the picture went, it weren't great. Alhamdulillah for that win. I'll see you next time.